Hello, my name is Taylor. I'm the athletic trainer working with telemedicine today. What can I help you with?
Hi, my name is Carly, and I'm just calling you today to talk about been having some soreness and pain along the inner portion of my lower legs, and it's just really been bothering me. And I wanted to talk to someone about it and see if I can get it handled before track season starts.
Okay. Um, so when did this kind of start happening? When did the pain start happening? Did it happen right away? Was it over a long time, or what was that kind
Yeah.
of going on?
So it's been happening for a couple weeks now, and the fact is that like track season hasn't started, but I've been trying to just condition before that. So I've been running this whole kind of like winter, early like January and February, and I've just been getting like this pain when I run in my shins and when I try and do cardio. And like it used to go away in the beginning, but now it's just like not going away, and it's just like my shins really hurt.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of history for it, just to go and see what you've been doing. So, how often do you kind of run, and what surfaces? Sorry, so what surfaces do you run on, and are you running outside, inside, that type of thing? Just give me as much of information you can about what you're how you're kind of working out.
Okay. So I run pretty much every day after school. And because like the outdoor track isn't open right now and it's been pretty snowy, I mainly stick to like the sidewalks when it's nice out. But then if it's like cold and wet or like icy, I'm usually running indoors on a treadmill. I'm running for like I'm a sprinter, so I don't like do long distances, but I've been trying to do a couple miles, like probably like 4 to 5 miles like a day. And I'm just like trying to get through, like they usually start us out with like long distances in the first couple weeks of the track preseason because they would just want to get us conditioned. So I want to like beat that.
Okay. So, have you been treating this type of pain by yourself at all, or with or any type of meds and anything like that?
Yeah, so I to start, like I was taking ibuprofen and I still am, but I've kind of been upping. Like I used to only take 2 pills and now I'm taking like three. And I do ice cup massage probably like every day after my runs, and that like helps for like the 15 minutes that I do it because it like numbs it up, but then like after that it's still like painful.
Okay. So, and then for your pain, what would you rate your pain at from a scale? I'll do a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being nothing's wrong at all, and 10 being that we got to go to the hospital right
Yeah. I would say like 6 out of 10 is like the worst pain that I am getting when I'm running. And I would say now, like during the day, it's at like a 3 or 4, but it is like it never used to be during the day. And now it's like starting to the point where like I notice it during class.
now. Okay. And then have you ever hurt, your legs at all, or had any injuries to your legs, anything like that?
No, I'm gonna be a junior here, and these like previous two track seasons I've had no like lower leg injuries or anything like to complain about, and this is the first time that I've had like pain with running.
Okay, definitely. So we've gone through that history and all that, and how your type of running. Have you changed your shoes at all, or anything like that recently?
No, so I've had like my shoes since like I started track, like kind of like freshman year, and they're really like they're my favorite shoes, and I've broken them in really well, so they feel like great, and I really don't want to get a new pair of shoes, even though our track coach says that we should. And I really just want to like stick with mine because they're lucky for me.
Okay, definitely, definitely. And then have you had any surgeries or anything on your legs at all?
No, I've only had my wisdom teeth removed, but like I have been to the doctor in regards like for my last physical like a year or two ago, they were concerned about my weight. And I had to go see a nutritionist for it, but like ultimately like I wasn't diagnosed with an eating disorder, but they were worried about just like kind of my nutritional intake because my family's like on the skinnier side, so they looked into that, but there nothing came from it.
Okay, definitely, definitely. All right. So, so do your any of your parents have any history of anything or any type of um, high blood pressure or anything like that, or just anything?
Yeah, now that you mention it, like my grandma and my grandpa's both have high blood pressure, like both sides of my family. And then my grandma did have like osteoarthritis and like congenital heart disease, but like mainly the osteoarthritis was like her big thing.
Okay.
So those are the only other things that like really stand out in my like parents and grandparents' history.
Okay, definitely. So since I've done my history a little bit and gone through all that, now I'd like to do my physical examination or as best of one that I can through the telemedicine. So if you could put your laptop or recording device, whatever you're kind of going off of on the ground, at least so that I can see um your leg, like your lower
Okay.
leg.
If I have leggings on, do you need me to like scoot them up?
Yes, please, just so I can kind of see your shins and where it's been painful for you.
Do you need to see my feet too? Like it's
Um,
kind of hard. Ankle isn't great.
Yeah, and could you take your socks off actually for me? I just want to check like your arches and everything and your range of motion
Okay.
in your ankles because that can affect your shins a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So first we'll just start with just checking your sensations. So could you touch your shins and around your calves and anything and tell me if you feel any different types of sensations in each leg or anything like that?
Not really, but like even just like rubbing the inside of my legs is painful. And like I never really like realized that they hurt to like touch, but like that definitely like I can like feel it when I'm rubbing here.
Okay,
But
and
other than that, like, neurologically, no.
okay, and then do you feel any swelling or anything right now while you're rubbing on them?
This left one definitely like feels and like looks a little bit bigger than the other, but like not terribly, but like yeah,
Okay,
this one.
definitely. All right, so what I want to do is kind of look at your arches. So if you could turn to your right and then just have the foot facing closest to the camera, just back a little bit or up. Okay, that works. And then you can put it down and then do the same for the other foot. Okay, good. And then could you point your toes away from the camera for me so I can see your heels? Could you step one step forward, please? Uh, wait, yep, there you go. Good. And then can you turn around and then toes towards the camera? All right, and then can you go up on your toes for me? Good. And then can you go down and then up on your heels? Good. All right, relax. Now, could you just, this is going to be a little weird, but can you take a couple steps back and then walk towards the camera a little bit for me just so I can see your gait or how you
Yes.
walk? Okay, good. And then can you walk just
Backwards.
yeah, backwards? Good. Okay, nice. Thank you. All right. And then can you just move your ankles um at least up and down like you're pressing on the gas pedal and going up and down for me? Up and
Like
down.
this.
Yep, just like that. And then can you go in and out kind of like if you're rolling your ankle, if you were there you go, just like that. How's that feel? Any pain with any of that?
They don't feel great. Like when I was doing this, um, it definitely like kind of like just like hurts in the front.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
and it feels just like tight. Like my back of my leg makes it feel like I can't like get up all the way. Like it just feels really tight.
Definitely something that I like to look at.
And when I point, it aggravates the front.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So I think that's a good physical examination, or at least the best that I can do from here. So you can pick your camera up and we can go back to your desk or wherever you seated or anything like that.
Okay.
All right. So since I've gotten through all that, I believe that from my examination, at least, that you have Achilles. No, not Achilles. You're gonna have medial tibial stress syndrome. Um, it's very common in runners, especially sprinters, especially with the surfaces that you've been running on. Uh,
Okay.
it's just as simple as, and also that your calves are very tight. That's really common too, and a really big reason that you can have this type of. Uh, it's kind of like an injury or a syndrome. It's a bunch of different things, and it's very annoying. I can understand that, especially since you're wanting to run. So
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll make a couple of goals after that that I'd like you to accomplish after this meeting. We'll write them out in a format that we kind of do. It's called a SMART goal, so it's very attainable. It works really well, and it shows you time frames and it's very specific to you.
Okay.
So I'll refer to you as the patient just because you are my patient at the moment. So our first one, you said you run about every day almost.
Yeah. Except for like I try and take one break on the weekend.
Okay, and one day. So what we'll do is you, the patient, I'd like to reduce your running a little bit just while you're having this type of pain, just because you're putting so much pressure on to your tibia or the bone that creates your shin over and over again. And to reduce that stress load might help your shins as well. Just give them some rest time and allow them to heal. So our first goal will be you, the patient, will run uh, 4 days a week, and we'll do this for 3 weeks till competition, and we'll continue this until levels go from, you said you're having a 6 out of 10 with your pain levels, will go down to about a 2 or 3, and this will allow you to, get that pain out and allow your shins to heal and that type of thing. So that'll be really good for you. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, I actually like a lot of times we have like a gym membership and like I could go like swimming on the weekend instead of running.
Okay, that would
And I definitely can shorten my days.
okay, good. That would definitely help your legs, especially you could still keep up your cardio with the pool. So that'd be a great way to substitute some cardio in the pool versus running, just because especially how much you're pounding on your feet. And then another one is I'd like to start you on some exercises, just some rehab exercises, just 3 to 4. I'll send all your exercises to you in a packet so you have that to refer back to. So second SMART goal will be the patient you will do rehab exercises provided by me. You'll do these 3 to 4 days a week for um, 3 weeks, just like the first one. And then we'll do these exercises to increase your strength. And then also some of the exercises are for stretching for your hand, your calves or your gastroc and soleus, which can be a big reason why you're having these. So my first exercise, I'm going to give you 4. So my first one's going to be just simply stretching your calves. You can do this on a slant board or on the wall, but you'll see that in the packet. I'd like you to do towel inversion and eversion. So that'll be on the packet. It's a little more complicated, but you're basically just rotating your foot in and out. So that can help with those type of muscles. I'd like you to do something called eccentric calf raises, which are a different way to do your calf raises, which are a slower way down than up. So it helps strengthen your calves a little bit more. And then
Okay.
also just some toe yoga, which just helps with a lot of your muscular control and ability to move your flexors and extensors of your foot, which all
Okay.
are connected to your shin, which can also be a problem for shin splints or
Okay.
MTSS. So I'll have those sent over to you, and then if you don't have anything better or it gets worse, and then at least 2 to 3 weeks, you can always come back to the telemedicine program that we have here, or you can go to an actual doctor in person, which I definitely recommend. But other than that, do you have any questions for me at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Carly, I hope you have a good night and thank you for contacting us.
Awesome. Thank you, Taylor.
Bye.